Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yumo. How are you guys doing? Hopefully everyone is doing amazing. And today, a video that was actually heavily requested by you. Last time when we checked IO out here on the channel, we checked out 8, and I was noticing that there was a lot of storytelling going on within this video. So I tried to think of some ways how the whole story went and the background lore to it went, but you guys did let me know that there's a explanation video, a pretty specific one from DK TV. And that's what we're going to be checking out today, because that looked quite interesting, with a length of 10 minutes. Probably not get too long. I was kind of scared that it was like an hour-long explanation video. So yeah, that's what we're going to be checking out today. Next time we're going to check out some more music of IU. I'm still working through the list so we can get to the Killing Voice video. Guys, if you don't want to miss this when I upload this, make sure to sub to the channel. Helps me out greatly. You won't miss the videos if you like them. So yeah, let's switch over the scene. Hopefully this is properly... No, it's not done properly. Give me just a second here, guys. There we are. All right. Here we are. It's auto-translated to German up here, but it's called IU8, explained by a Korean. But it just says it in German here because my YouTube is in German. So the auto-translation. Put it that way. Guys, let's go. Let's check this out. Song is still such a jam. I always love it when that song comes up in my playlist.
IU and Suga have collaborated on their recent song 8. 8 is another song from her Age series, including 23 and Palette. IU actually commented about this song, saying, "The songs I released before were written in an essay format, where I was talking directly to the listener. But in my song 8, I used several metaphors and a made-up persona that I call you to tell my story of my 28, like a short novel. I can't be sure if this comes from my personal state of emotions or if it comes from the overall atmosphere of our society that is amidst hard times. Perhaps both, but I'll always remember my 28th year as a period of constant helplessness and lethargy, along with a longing for the Orange Island where there was no sadness and we were able to be free."
The Orange Island, I remember that from the song.
The song is basically a journey through her own story or memory of becoming 28 and how she feels about growing up. Many other YouTube channels, for example, Bookish Theory, explain the primary meaning behind this music video in IU's perspective pretty well, so I recommend go checking them out. But today, I want to provide you with an alternative theory on the music video. And it's about her friends, Sully, Hara, and Jonghyun. Also, before we go on, to be respectful as possible to the deceased, and as the topic could be sensitive or uncomfortable to some, I would like to strongly emphasize...
Obviously, I don't know too much about her yet because I'm just starting to get to know her. So those are like friends of hers that passed away, or
that this
at least that's how he makes it sound
may
like.
Not represent IU's intentions in any way. Moreover, I like to show respect towards the 3 people before mentioning their names throughout the video, so I would like to borrow this short moment to wish them a rest in peace before I go on. Rest in peace. First, you can see IU walking into a futuristic room with a big machine. Then she presses the record button and activates the machine. You can see the word omnibus on the record tape, which means she's going to record crashes or separate stories that happen in her memory. Then there's a lizard on top of the ceiling, trapped, looking down on her. The screen says, "Will you save all your memories?" And it proceeds.
I couldn't read that.
Then you can see the 8 sign light up, and IU dives into her memories. The 8 sign can be seen as an infinity sign, meaning the memories will be saved and live on forever. Also, 8 technically represents her age, 28, also Suga's, who is the same age as IU. And plus, fun fact, if you add 28 plus 28, it becomes 56, the release date of her MV, May 6th.
Wow. I don't know. That sounds coincidental, but it might just be planned. Wait, I want to read through the lyrics.
IU enters the house and looks around. It's a place she has been before. Notice that there's a peach-shaped light. While Sully's nickname was Peach, IU has a song of her own titled Peach, which is known to be dedicated to Sully. We can see memories of IU lying on the floor of the house and smiling to somebody that's with her. And if you see her nails in the present, they're all worn off, symbolizing that time has passed and she has gone through pain in reality. Also, she has 27 pearls attached onto her arm, which shows that this is part of her memory of the past 27 years. The lyrics start by asking someone whether if they're finally happy now. Really this is probably asking her 3 friends if they're happy now, far away from the cruel reality, doing good in heaven. She goes on as if she's talking to them, and then she says that she's doing the same as usual, but feels like she has lost everything, which probably means her friends. IU is now scared to love someone because of the fear that they might suddenly leave her again without saying goodbye. This expresses how she felt about suddenly losing her friends. IU then opens up the rooms and wanders around as if she's looking for someone. She's traveling through her old memories. Also in this lyric we can find subtle wordplay. 해질 대로 해져버린. In this lyric, 해지다 would mean worn out, meaning that her memories are worn out. But 해 also means sun in Korean, and 해지다 means the sun has gone down. This probably symbolizes the loss of her friend.
Like, that's the good thing about a video like that. I obviously, with me not really speaking Korean, like just the basic floscles, I obviously would have never guessed that or known that. So it's really cool to see.
An energy source to her. Remembers the good old days when she had fun with Sully. She dances without shadows underneath an orange sun. She refuses and denies the farewell and says, "Let's meet in the beautiful memory." The reason IU says she's dancing without a shadow with her friends is probably because of the previous lyric I've explained, the sun has gone down. Or because in this memory world, since there's no farewells, no aging, nor time, we can say that the orange sun in this world either doesn't cast a shadow, or is always at the highest point of noon when the sun is brightest, making no shadow. However, in contrary to her lyrics, sadly she seems to be alone, a shadow exists, and time seems to pass as it gets darker. This space might be her memory, but it still applies some amount of reality. IU is reliving her memories and enjoying the times she was happy with her.
Yeah, that was what I kind of also thought. Like, she went obviously back into a memory state, and especially during the chorus, everything seemed like really, really happy, upbeat, and so she was living through like better times. I think when I watched it, I immediately thought of like something like in a post-apocalyptic state where like humanity is living, because this was kind of looking like a space station, somewhere on the space station with Earth being gone. You know, there's a lot of films tackling scenarios like that, and her being there and with this machine being able to live through her memories while being on Earth, feeling like the wind, being outside, and maybe that was something. But yeah, this makes honestly a lot more sense, the theory that is explained here.
Also, you can see the lizard at the house. This lizard probably symbolizes Kuwara and Chonghyun. Kuwara's nickname was once Iguana, and Chonghyun was Charmander from Pokemon. So Sully and IU probably talked about them a lot or hung out often since they were all friends with each other. As you can see, the background of this music video is a 2-story country house. Sully actually lived and was found at her last moment in her 2-story country house. And also, Sully posted a lot of pictures of IU cooking home food for her. They were known to be close friends that hung out at each other's house a lot, just as you can see in the music video. IU seems to be constantly looking at or playing with someone in this house. And in the last line of this verse, IU also says that it's a nightmare since it's not reality and Sully's now gone. But still, she doesn't want to wake up from the happy memories. In Suga's rap verse, he expresses this memory world as an island that was made by each other. In that island, they are all forever young, since all of her friends have passed away relatively during their young ages, and also time doesn't flow in her memory. Suga expresses farewells as a disaster alarm, since it's sudden, scary, and unpredictable. In the music video, both IU and Suga are riding on a plane, which could mean either their huge success as artists or a metaphoric vessel that enables them to travel through memories. Then IU sees a lizard on the window, but as the plane meets turbulence and the sudden emergency message appears, the lizard disappears. This again expresses what it was like for IU when she heard the tragic news. She couldn't do anything. She was helpless about the situation, trapped inside a plane or a busy schedule. Actually, IU, on her first Seoul concert day, she mentions Sully on how sad she was and how she thought Sully was present at her concert. But coincidentally, on her second concert day, Hara's tragic news hit her during the concert, making her feel very sad. IU was extremely shocked by this sudden news, and she had a very hard time on finishing the concert.
Here change in the
animation.
animation.
Was a dream within a dream, and IU wakes up from the nightmare. She runs to check if the lizard is okay, but the lizard is nowhere to be seen. Then she sees that the door is left open and sees a girl in a white dress. The girl starts to run.
So I didn't really connect that she sees her. I didn't make that connection, like that she's standing there and she's seeing her. But obviously, if you like go back, she sees someone here because she's looking into a particular direction. So that makes a lot of sense. But I just didn't make the connection at first.
Girl in a white dress. The girl
but that's a cool transition.
In the imaginary world.
Maybe I was too caught up by that.
The girl seems free, fearless, and brave enough to even jump off a cliff.
Damn, this is fucking emotional.
In the lyrics, IU says that we all lie down on each other like a pillow. We have good chats.
Especially these lyrics.
Sad ending here. IU will always be able to meet her friends in this memory that she's saved. The girl in white rides on the dragon, and IU sees them through the airplane window and sheds a tear of happiness and sorrow. This scene probably means that IU's friends are up in the sky, meaning heaven, together, flying and doing whatever they want happily. Now IU wakes up from the memory world because the memory saving process is complete. At the end, we can hear an echoish sound of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Then IU shows 3 different stages of facial expression. First, right after crying, she's confused and sad. Apparently, she didn't want to wake up from the dream. Next, she shows a slight smile. It's because she got to relive the happy memories and meet her friends, and now she's reassured that they're happy up in heaven. But last, she makes an ice-cold look staring towards the camera or the viewers of this video. It's almost as if she's mad. Thus, by the echoish lyrics, IU is first asking and wondering her friends if they're finally happy now. And also, she's asking all the hate commenters watching the video if they're finally happy with the tragic incidents that happened. And also seeing IU herself struggling as well. Lastly, at the end of the video,
actually,
we can see the title.
That's a huge twist. I haven't thought about the lyrics working that way. Because I think, what song was it? Peewee that was also directed from her to people who are breaching privacy and everything. So she's a lot out front with that, which I think is really important and not done enough by standard K-pop, by the industry, I guess, as a whole. So with these lyrics being meant like that and having this double meaning from the theory that he explained first and now this is pretty sick. Pretty likely to be just intended just like that, because obviously he said that it's just his own theory that he's thinking of, but this just makes so much sense, you know?
E and I getting split. This
would
mean that the I, as in IU, has now came back to reality after being all together with her 3 friends.
Wait. I didn't notice the subtitles down here. Wait. Also, this is the Chinese character for sun or day. Oh, okay.
IU is now once again left alone, but she goes on with her life as the 28-year-old IU.
Wow. That's a sick video. Like this sounds so. Let me first like and sub to the channel, but everything of this. First of all, this is like I didn't had any idea of that. This kind of backstory is behind all of this. I didn't know at all that there is like death of friends involved, which is quite heavy. Like that's a heavy topic. Fortunately, I personally haven't had to deal with that. Like I'm also still quite young, and so. But yeah, if like a few people I knew also like passed away, where I was like a classmate of mine passed away last year due to, I'm not gonna like go into that to not trigger any people or something if you have bad memories with it, but yeah, he passed away, and like I've known this person for, even though we haven't really been close, I've known this person since I was 6 years old. So quick maths, yeah, 14, like around 17 years of my life I've actually spent a lot of time with that person due to playing the same football club and being in the same class. So yeah, but losing really close friends, and then like I think he said he lost 2 of them really close to each other, with her holding a concert and thinking that, I think her name was Sully, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, feeling like she was there, as he said, and then news of another one also passing away. Like that's some serious stuff. So putting all of this in with this kind of message into this beautiful video and song is incredible. Like all of this really, like his theory makes sense. I would 100% believe that, at least this is always the thing with theories. Usually theories or like pieces of art that are meant to be theorized about they don't have a set theory to it, because obviously you are inviting other people to make up their own mind, their own version of a theory. So, but this one seemed super plausible and was super emotional, first of all, and everything made so much sense, even though it was really sad. So this shines, for me, this like shines a whole new light upon the song. I actually, just by listening to this song, thought of it being as a really like hopeful song. Yeah, to have this hopefulness work in a way, you have to have some downside, some sad side. But with this being behind it, this song just, that's a heavy load emotional wise. But the song is super great. I still really love it. It's always nice when it comes on, and damn, there's actually a lot of meaning behind that. Gotta appreciate that. And with all that, wow, guys. Thanks so much for watching. This was rather emotional one of the more emotional videos that I've done on the channel. But yeah, still fun. The background video even ended because I was talking for so long. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for recommending this to me. As I said, this like opened up a whole, like not a whole new world, but this made me appreciate the song even more, I think, because it's that emotional and that deep and that important to her as well. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching along. Maybe leave some comments. Maybe you guys have some added theory to this that wasn't tackled in this video. And if so, yeah, for sure leave it down below. Wait, I just realized the video is still like 10 seconds left. Let me actually go back and check out if I missed anything or if that's just... No, it's just the end of the video again, and there it ends. Alright. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, please stay safe, sending you a lot of love, and then, guys, see you guys in the next video. Bye.